Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
So we're excited. We've got a lot of people joining us from around the world. And today we are officially introducing our Fanshawe Toronto campus. So welcome. This is our official launch to Fanshawe Toronto, a great collaboration between Fanshawe College in London, Ontario, and ILAC International College in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So this is a public-private partnership, a PPP, something that is really exciting and unique to Canada that we're introducing to you today. So welcome, my name is Bogi Anaya, and I'm your host today, and I'm joined with Saurabh Malhotra from the Fanshawe side, and Saurabh will be leading a lot of the discussion as well. Welcome, Saurabh.
Thank you, Bogi.
Great to see you. I'm also joined with Magda Link from ILAC Higher Education. Welcome, Magda.
Thank you very much, Bogi. Great to see everyone here virtually.
Great to see you. And we also have, I believe we have Jonathan Colber, our CEO at ILAC. Jonathan, are you there? Can we see your face?
Yes, hi.
There he is. Great to see you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, John.
Welcome. I think we also have Wendy Curtis on the Fanshawe side, our international director at Fanshawe. So welcome everyone. This is our official launch, Fanshawe Toronto. So today we'll be telling you all about it. We're really excited to share with you all these things. And then we'll also have a chance for you to ask questions at the end. So let me pass it over now to Saurabh. Saurabh, take it away and tell us more about what's happening today.
Absolutely. So excited to welcome everyone from around the world, around the globe here. So let's get started by asking you a question. So let's get you doing the work right away. So in a moment in your screen, you will see all right, so let's start with asking you about where are you joining us from? So to do this, simple, on a computer, on your phone, wherever, please go to www.menti.com, MENTI.com. Now, it's really important to do this because right now we are asking you an engagement question, but later we will have a contest where you can win prizes with this. So please go to your web browser or computer browser, go to www.menti.com and use the code 5975259. So right, it's on your screen right now, www.menti.com. I see people have started joining. People who join, right now you'll have an opportunity to tell us where you're joining from, but later in the presentation, you'll have an opportunity of winning exciting gift cards from Fanshawe and ILAC. Awesome. So while people are joining, I see many people have joined, let's proceed to the question that I want to ask everyone. So my question is, which country are you joining us from today? Right? I want to show the beautiful diversity that this partnership with ILAC and Fanshawe is going to attract. Awesome. You see those results coming in right now. We have Canada, Colombia, India, Brazil, Indonesia, South Korea, Ukraine, Nigeria, Spain.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing. Nigeria. Oh, wow.
El Salvador.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow, you keep entering your El Salvador. Wow. Beautiful. Slovakia.
Yeah.
Russia. That is awesome. I'll leave this up there for about a few seconds more and give you an opportunity to put in your responses.
This is like a snapshot of what Canada looks like. A regular day in Canada, the diversity that we're really used to and we love.
That's amazing. Wow. Wow. Philippines is there, I see. That's amazing. Thank you so much for doing this. This is just a great start to show you where all of your colleagues and our colleagues are joining us from across the world. Amazing.
So I'd like to now, this is a chance for you then, Saurabh, to tell us a little bit more about what we'll be talking about today, now that we see where our group is from, and we're so excited to have so much diversity. Tell us a little bit about what we'll be talking about today, please.
Awesome. And I'll do this and I'll pass the baton to Wendy, I think, who has joined us. But today we're going to be talking about Fanshawe College, ILAC. Very importantly, we're going to be talking about the programs that we're going to offer at this amazing partnership. We're going to talk about the higher ed overview, what the industry looks like, what are the new demands in the industry. And as I promised, there'll be a contest where you'll have a chance to win gift cards from across the world. We will have a Q&A session. And at the end, we will have breakout rooms where our regional experts will be able to answer your questions, because a lot of the visa application or admission eligibility criteria is so regionalized that we thought it's a great opportunity for our partners joining us from across the world to talk to our regional experts from Fanshawe and ILAC and kind of get that thing going as well.
Excellent. So has Wendy joined us? Wendy, will you be putting on your camera?
Wendy's away.
No, I think she's here. I think she made it.
Yes, Wendy's here.
Hi, Wendy. Welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Great to see you. So Wendy is the Dean of International at Fanshawe College. And so Wendy, this has been such an incredible collaboration. Can you tell us a little bit about it from the Fanshawe perspective and what it looks like at Fanshawe?
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that, Bogi. First of all, I want to say welcome to this pretty select group of education partners around the world. And we're really excited to have you here. Having you here really means that you recognize an opportunity when you see it. You have expertise in your field, and we appreciate that. We also want to say to you that in recognizing an opportunity, we're delivering just that to you today. And it's an exciting opportunity. Together with ILAC, Fanshawe is proud to provide a pretty unique opportunity. And you know Fanshawe already. You know quite a bit about us. There's lots of stats up here for you to look at. But what you might not know or recall is that Fanshawe is a provincial leader in terms of graduate employment rates. And one more time, this year, Fanshawe leads the province with an 83% graduate employment rate. And that's what your students and parents are looking for. They're looking for the programs that provide a career opportunity that leads to full-time employment. So again, at Fanshawe, what's a bit unique, we have around 8,000 students from all over the world, just like today. Very diverse group from 120 different countries, studying in 240 different post-secondary programs. What this partnership does is enables us with ILAC to offer a niche group of programs in Toronto. We'll be able to accept more applicants to more programs with a partner that you already know and a partner that we've enjoyed a decade-long relationship. So together with you, we'll better meet labor market needs, student demand from more places around the world, and we'll be able to deliver in more locations. And that all happens in May of 2021 with the opening of Fanshawe Toronto with ILAC. So what I'm really hoping is that you'll stay tuned, because this is just the beginning. And you can see Jonathan's dream big. This is just the beginning of the bigger dream. And we're really excited to be part of that with you, our education partners. With that, I'm going to turn it over, I think, to Jonathan.
Yes, please. Thank you. That's a great introduction to why Fanshawe, because we have been working with Fanshawe for many years, and we were very excited that this partnership could come to fruition in this form. So Jonathan, tell us a little bit about ILAC, the ILAC side. What do we need to know about ILAC for those of you that are new to ILAC?
Hi, I just wanted to say that today I'd like to talk about the partnership with Fanshawe. We've been working on this for 2 years. It's been nice, super amazing to get to know Wendy and all the Fanshawe people that we worked with starting about 2 years ago, just around January. We are really excited about Fanshawe. I think it's the best, definitely one of the best, if not the best public partner to work with. But for ILAC, it's a perfect fit because we've got diversity. We're building a brand new campus in downtown Toronto that will be second to none for college studies or any studies at all, with the most international campus. And we're focusing on programs with jobs, hospitality, huge job demand, and healthcare, lots of job demand and an amazing opportunity for international experience. And as everybody hopefully knows, ILAC will be focusing on the key performance measures that make this successful, which is excellent student services, diversity in the classroom, and career support. I think that's what international students will succeed and thrive when they're here. That's what students are looking for in this profile group. And we are just going to do our best to make this the #1 niche program in downtown Toronto. Hello, Bogey?
We know, Jonathan, that there's lots of pent-up demand, and we also know that there's tons of labor market needs. And we're really excited about this because it's a great cultural fit between two institutions that will certainly spill over to the students that we work with. So in terms of graduate satisfaction and in terms of student satisfaction, employer satisfaction, all that's built into this partnership. And no better partner than ILAC and no better place to deliver than downtown Toronto. So we're really excited to add this to the Fanshawe and ILAC mix of opportunity.
So the campus will be Georgian Campus downtown Toronto, or Georgian Campus Toronto in the downtown. And
actually, in this case, it will be Fanshawe.
So sorry, Fanshawe. Okay, Georgian is our other PPP. Fanshawe College, downtown Toronto. It will be a bigger college than our Georgian partnership because we have more programs and more schools. Yeah, my apologies, Wendy and everyone on Fanshawe. This is about Fanshawe, and be Fanshawe College, downtown Toronto, a unique campus for Fanshawe, right in the core of the healthcare sector in Toronto, right in the core of all the hospitality jobs, right in the core of Ryerson, University of Toronto. So yeah, it's going to be a brand new state-of-the-art campus.
And there's a lot of buzz.
Toronto.
Yes, there's a lot of buzz. Thanks, Wendy, for catching that. We do have we do have 2 PPPs actually, but let's pull it over now to Saurabh. Saurabh, can you tell us about the unique programs that will be offered by Fanshawe in Toronto? So Fanshawe Toronto programs, which we're so excited about because they are very cutting edge and directly linked with job opportunities. They were selected based on industry needs, and we know that they will be very popular with students. Please tell us, Saurabh, about those programs.
Thank you, Bogi. Fanshawe programs is what we are known for. We have programs which are industry leading based on labor market demand, and they meet the skill shortage that our province, our cities, and our country has. That's what we are known for. Toronto campus is an extension of that vision for us. And we have 4 awesome programs to start with. These programs have been running at Fanshawe London campus, but there is more demand for these programs out there. And these are excellent programs. And pay attention closely because, as I said earlier, there is a contest at the end and there are questions regarding our programs as well. So the first program I want to talk about is the Tourism and Hospitality Operations Management Program. This is a graduate certificate program of 2 years. This has 5 levels. 4 of them are academic levels. 1 of them is an internship level. This program teaches our students, some come with hospitality background, some come with not a hospitality background, but a hospitality experience. They teach them about the hospitality industry and the tourism industry in Canada. Very hands-on, very focused programs on the hospitality industry in Canada. There are multiple certifications. We will talk about the webpage for these programs as well, but there are multiple certifications students can do as a part of this program. The Smart Serve Beverage Sales and Service Training is one of them. And then the other one is Certified Guest Service Professional. These are certifications that students have an opportunity of completing while they're doing this program here with Fanshawe. The program fee is about 32,000 Canadian dollars, which is the tuition fee. This is paid over 5 levels. The program fee and all those details will be on the webpage, and we will share the details of the webpage during the end of this session. Let's talk about the next program. The next program is Gerontology, Interprofessional Practice. This is also a graduate certificate, but it is a 1-year graduate certificate. 1 year, and it has 2 levels. Sometimes we refer to them as semesters, sometimes levels, but official terminology is levels. This includes placement in level 2. Gerontology program is focused on geriatric mental health, diversity, and recreation. That's what this program focuses on. There is a huge demand for a program like this in Canada, and we believe a growing demand for a program like this in developing countries across the world too. And you would see that every program I talk about today has an internship or a co-op or a placement. That's a recurring theme. That's what we want our students to be armed with, Canadian work experience, which they can take to the industry and get started on day one.
Okay.
This program has the field placements. As I said, the field placement is a 200-hour field placement. The career students can look at are in senior centers, day and leisure programming, retirement homes, long-term care homes, and many more. The program fee is about 15,000 Canadian dollars for the 2 semester. So let's go to the next program, Addictions and Mental Health. Such an important program for our industry here in Canada. There is tremendous demand for this program across the sector in Ontario, especially. This is a graduate certificate. So the 3 programs I've spoken about till now are graduate certificates. This one is, again, a 1-year graduate certificate with 2 levels, and there is a placement as a part of level 2. Placement is such an important thing when you're talking about careers which are in human services / health industry, because that's what gives students the exposure to the health rules, regulations, and practices here in Canada. This program specifically focuses on addictions and mental health issues, promotion and prevention, pharmacology, and approaches for social treatment. The careers in this program will also lead to community programs, residential care, but also gerontology programs, and many places which are used for treatment of addictions and mental illness. That's the real focused programming that is being offered. And the program fee for this program will also be about 15,800 Canadian dollars for the 2 academic levels. That brings me to the 4th program that I want to talk about. Really, really exciting program. This is a diploma. So that means no previous background is required, no previous diploma, advanced diploma, or a degree is required. Hospitality and Resort Services Management. This is one of our top 5 most popular diploma programs. And this has not been popular for last year or 2, more than a decade. It's been running at Fanshawe and has been really, really popular. It's a 2-year diploma, 4 academic levels, and 1 co-op level. The co-op levels happens after level 2. So between level 2 and level 3, the co-op semester happens, which is 4 months of dedicated work. The program focuses on management and administration, food and beverage service, anything to do with hotel. The program also does talk about the management aspect, the purchasing, the cost control aspect of the hotel industry here in Canada. One precondition to do this program is the students must be at least 18 years to start their classes. You can apply if they are not 18, but the intake that they're choosing at that time, they should be 18 years. The program fee is 32,000 Canadian dollars, paid over the 4 academic levels over 2 years. But as I said, the program pages and the link for the Toronto campus program page is coming later in the presentation.
Great
That
program.
brings me, sorry, Boggy, go ahead.
Great programs, great programs. So 4 really exciting, unique programs offered through Fanshawe at Fanshawe Toronto. And these we know they're very popular with international students. And I love that there's a co-op in this last one. I know students ask about that a lot.
Absolutely. That's probably the most popular question that we get from students. What is the practical component?
And
Yes.
I would like to also say we'll increase the suite of programs, hopefully in September 2022. This is just the early launch of Fanshawe Toronto.
Yes, we'll be growing. And the process for educational partners, Saurabh, what do people need to know at this point?
Absolutely. The good thing is we've tried to keep it very standardized. So all agent contracts are going through Fanshawe. So almost, and we saw from the registration, many of the partners that are joining us today work with ILAC and Fanshawe, which is amazing. So that means they will already have a Fanshawe contract, and that is what is needed to recruit and be compensated for Fanshawe Toronto campus. The application process will be exactly the same. Our international applications go through VAS. All Fanshawe registered education partners would have a VAS account, and it'll be exactly the same process for current participants. But we also know there will be some new education partners who want to come on board with us. For that, please go to the regional breakout rooms at the end of the session, and we'll help you through the process. The process is online, it's fairly simple, and it's something Fanshawe's team will help new education partners to get through as well.
Great. Yeah, so we will be helping you depending on the market that you're representing. We'll be meeting with you at the end in the breakout rooms to go through some of those details.
Is it also reasonable to say that the VAS application system is basically the best, most useful admissions tool in Ontario, and that's why Fanshawe uses it, because it's much better for the agent experience for booking programs. And is that correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely, John. And I think what our education partners care about is speed and accuracy. Those are the 2 things our education partners care about. And the VAS system enables our admissions team. Our admissions teams are based in Canada and India to be speedy and accurate while responding to questions from agents and students.
And yeah, and in all of our meetings with Wendy Curtis, I think she oversees all this, which is a really key selling point for Fanshawe, is the 10 out of 10 experience on the admission side. And that's something that is very easy for agents and students to work with, and for ILAC to work with as a key partner. So yeah,
absolutely. And and keeping it user friendly. So you know what, let's go over to Magda now. Magda, you've been following the trends in higher education as the VP of Higher Ed at ILAC. You've been watching what agents are talking about, what students are interested in. Tell us a little bit about trends, growth, and how these PPPs are looking across Canada and for us at Fanshawe Toronto.
Thank you, Bogi. Can you hear me? Yes, you can.
Yes.
Okay. So I think you've got, we've had some really good discussions already, and I might repeat some of the things, but I think that's okay. Now we are in a very, at ILAC, we're in a very unique position where we do have quite a lot of students that study with us, as John said, over every year. And ILAC higher education, as a result, over the last couple of years has really grown. And essentially it's been a progression from our existing programs. So as we saw, many of our students were maturing. They would study ESL in various countries in Canada, and they were looking for opportunities that would give them something a little bit more. So as our ILAC International College students came into Canada, they were looking at opportunities post-graduation. And so it really did start with ILAC IC, and of course our Pathways programs, which caters to over 80 colleges and universities in Canada. So what we noticed is that we already had a lot of the students here in place who could progress, which was a fantastic situation to be in. And we also knew that the students are looking for postgraduate work opportunities upon graduation and essentially to stay in the country. As Wendy mentioned, Fanshawe and ILAC have worked together for over a decade, and our teams work really well together. And I think this is really important for the audience here today, as it continues to grow actually throughout the college. It's fantastic, is that ILAC sales team, ILAC higher ed sales team, and the Fanshawe teams, they know each other very well. The recruitment in markets is fantastic. We have a wonderful network of agents who currently work with ILAC and Fanshawe, and if they don't, we hope that they will start working together for our new locations. So, and as everyone said, the hospitality and healthcare sectors have been hit really, really hard during the pandemic, and there is a labor shortage in Canada. So the 4 programs that we're going to be launching with are really on point in what the labor demands are. So we hope to really meet those and just work really well together with Fanshawe.
Amazing. Thank you, Magda. And so I think now that we've fed you all this information and we've bombarded you,
I wanted to say one thing. Just
Yes.
because they're taking specialized programs does not mean that they can only find jobs in those fields. There are so many jobs in these 2 sectors that, you know, that's one of the key things that international students are looking for. So, and again, we'll be offering a wider variety of programs. Once Fanshawe is ready to do so, we'll be ready to offer them as soon as possible. And, you know, we will, job placements is Fanshawe's brand, one of the part of their brand, and it will be also, it's also part of ILAC's brand, and that's really important. So I thought the programs were interesting for international students who want a specialty program of some kind. In the healthcare field and in the hospitality field, it's very, very, very easy to place students who are looking for work opportunities.
Yes, definitely that sector is always growing. So it's time for a contest. Let's see if you have been paying attention. I know we have told you many things. Over to you, Saurabh. Show us what you've got and what can we win?
I feel like Santa Claus. I'm here to give gifts. Our education partners from across the world have a chance of winning $50 Canadian gift cards. We'll make sure you get them wherever you are and are able to use them in your home country. To do this, you have to go to www.menti.com and use the code 5975259. I'll get started with the contest. So this was the last question that I had up on the screen. Which country are you joining us from? I see a few other countries have figured on the scale as well. Ecuador, Argentina, Taiwan as well. So that's amazing. But now on this, we will move to the quiz. Now, important thing to know about quizzes, I have 3 questions related to what we spoke about today, sort of, but also a few other things. The faster you answer, the more points you get. And we don't decide who wins, the system decides who wins. And you will see the name of the winners at the end as well. In the chat box, you will receive an email for our digital coordinator, Mr. Havash, and you have to email him your contact details so that we can contact you for your gift cards. But with that, let's get started. I see more than 100 people are on the platform already. Let's start with the first question. That's amazing. Okay, answer fast to get more points. The first question, which one of these programs is not being offered at Fanshawe Toronto campus? Hospitality and Tourism Operations Management, Gerontology, Addictions and Mental Health, Project Management, Hotel and Resort Services Management. We spoke about 4 programs, more coming. However, which one of these is not a program that we are offering right now. You have to answer on the platform. Unfortunately, we can't look at the chat to give you points. Okay. Wow. All right. 64 answered correctly. Project management is a program not being offered here. Yay.
That's right. That is actually a program offered at Georgian. So somebody has made.
That's
true.
amazing.
And that's important because we are offering these two very unique PPPs, and we want to showcase to you the very big differences between the two. Both of them are excellent. Obviously, these are public Ontario colleges with great reputations, but today we wanted to showcase specifically Fanshawe because that's
awesome. Let's move to the next question. All right. The next question is, what is the duration of the work permit that a student doing 2 one-year graduate certificate programs qualifies for? So there were 2 one-year postgrad programs, up to 2 years, up to 1 year, or up to 3 years. Student has done 2 back-to-back one-year graduate certificates, up to 2 years, up to 1 year, or up to 3 years. Let's see how many answer correctly.
Well, that's a tough question, Saurabh.
It is. It absolutely is. All right, so 32 answer correctly. I'm just trying to see. Okay, perfect. 32 answer correctly. So that's good. Many of the people do know the right answer. It's a 1 year plus a 1 year up to 3 years work permit.
so exciting. Yeah, that's a great perk.
All righty. Okay, let's move to the last question, everyone. Question 3 of 3. I know the question is about Toronto. So let's see what the question is. Which of these is not true about Toronto? Okay, there are multiple statements. Toronto ranks higher than New York for tech talent. Toronto is the capital of Canada. 50%, more than 50% people in Toronto are born outside of Canada. 38% of Canadian businesses are headquartered in Toronto. Which one is the right answer? Not true about Canada. Not true about Toronto. Toronto is the capital of Canada. This was an easy one. Like, that is an easy question, I think.
I don't know.
But 78. Toronto is the provincial capital of Ontario, but not the capital of Canada. Ottawa is the capital of Canada. So that's true. That this statement is not true. All other statements are true about Toronto. That's an amazing multicultural business-focused city that Toronto is.
And one of the best places to live in the world.
Awesome. So important. Let's see the leaderboard. Okay. All right. Wow. I'll take a picture of this leaderboard so that I know who won. Lamtran, Kyung An Park, Devi, Alanax, and Gulherman are the winners according to this. That's amazing. So 5 of you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Please reach out in the chat box. There is an email address coming. Please reach out to the person and you will be given the gifts that we promised. That's amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating in this contest. We really, really appreciate you taking the time to actually engage with us on this. And as a result, many of you will be winning gift cards.
Amazing.
Over to you, Bogi.
Thank you. That was really fun. I actually had to really focus. You know what? We'd like to now thank you. We're approaching the end of our event. Please stay for the breakout rooms. That's a chance where you can stay in smaller groups within your market with our market leader teams to discuss some of the application processes. Plus, we have some questions as well. This will be your chance to ask questions in the group. But after this event, we will send you the recording, we will send you the slides, we will send you more information about and FAQs and the contacts. So if you would like to get more information right away, you can go to fanshawe.ec.ca Toronto. So remember, Fanshawe has an E at the end, and international@fanshawe.ca for contacts. And now let's take a look at some questions. If you have some questions, you can put them in the chat. Any questions? So I'll start off with a big question that comes up a lot, and that's for everyone, I think, on our panel today. What's the application process like? That's the big one that we want to know right away. I know you covered it a little bit. Saurabh, can you mention to us again the application process?
Absolutely, for sure. So the application process is exactly the same as the current application process for Fanshawe. Applications open on VAS, which is our virtual application system. All our education partners have to do is look for programs. You will get emails based on the market. What day is it opening? It is opening really soon, and within this week, I would say. You will get market-specific emails from our recruitment team to say when it is open, but the application system will be exactly the same for current applications. It will be through our application system, which is VAS.
VAS, V-A-S. Okay, thank you. Here's a great question from Sylvia. Are all these programs starting in September 2022? When do the programs start?
So the programs start in May 2022,
Yay.
but of course, the idea is to continue them into September and winter as well. And as Jonathan said, there will be more exciting programs coming very soon also, but they're starting in May 2022. But the idea is they will be available in September and January as well.
So here's a great question from Amandeep, but I think it'll be the same for everyone and could be covered in the breakout rooms. What about eligibility criteria for students, in this case from India, but also from other countries? Can you speak to that a little bit, Saurabh?
That's a great question. That's a question that every attendee would have today, and that's the reason we have breakout rooms. Eligibility criteria differs because of visa applications in some SDS countries, for example, and for other reasons in some other country. The application process and eligibility criteria is very region specific. That's why we have the breakout rooms, but they will be, so for example, if you have a student coming to London for that program, the eligibility criteria would be exactly the same because it is the same program with the same high standards that are applied to all of Fanshawe's programs. But breakout rooms is where you get region-specific eligibility information.
And here's another question from Monali. When can we start processing for Toronto campus first intake? Magda, is that right away? We can start in the next week or so?
Well, I think, Saurabh, we were going to open it. I'm going to let you confirm that because I don't want to say anything too early, but I think we were going to open it as soon as tomorrow.
Yes, we are just working on a few other things behind the scene, but the plan is to open it in the next couple of days. 24 to 48 hours is what we're aiming for. There will be emails coming your way from Fanshawe and Toronto and ILAC.
Perfect. And I just wanted to add, sorry, Bogi, that seats will be limited. We will be launching with 40, a cohort of 40 for each program for the May intake. And of course, after that, we will be expanding much more. But for anybody that wants to get their applications in, Saurabh, probably sooner is better, right? Because we will be for the May intake limited.
Great.
Absolutely.
So we have somebody asked, Leandro asked if we could paste the contact details in the chat, and it's been done. So you see Fanshawe, ec.ca Toronto, and then info@fanshawe.ca. So definitely you can go there and check it out. Here's another great question. Will the student studying in Toronto campus be eligible for the postgraduate work permit and free tuition for their children? Magda, can you tell us a little bit about how this partnership allows for the postgrad, the PGWP?
Yes, so essentially students will have the same credentials, and the programs that are offered at Fanshawe Toronto are eligible for postgraduate work permit and all the sort of unique points that our government allows for spouses with the open work permit. Now, I do want to outline that each school district is different, so we always want to ensure and check, but essentially the program will be eligible for the same things as the Fanshawe programs at the other locations.
Amazing. So you're getting all the benefits of the Ontario Public Credential but the program is delivered in downtown Toronto. So that's the benefit. You get this 2-in-1 amazing opportunity. Jorge is asking, are there any chances for Fanshawe to accept Duolingo for 2023 intakes?
We do accept Duolingo, absolutely. And the program pages have English eligibility criteria listed as well. And you will see Duolingo is accepted. Now, because of restrictions for visa applications in some countries, Duolingo is not accepted in some countries. But I know in many countries, our students apply to us with Duolingo.
Okay, that's great. That's a great opportunity. Cheers. And what's the average processing time for international applications? Yes, you talked about speed being so important. Saurav, what's the expected time frame?
Yeah, so our commitment is less than a week. The reality is many times way faster than that. But as Magda was saying, we expect tremendous volumes to come our way for the first bit. But we are ready. We are ready. Our system is ready to accept your students' applications.
And so Simon here is I think confirming if you do 2 back-to-back grad certs that are 1 year, Toronto or London, you get that PW. You can apply for, you're eligible for the postgraduate work permit up to 3 years. Here's a great question from Anna. Will the agency partnership agreement with Fanshawe need to be updated to include Fanshawe Toronto campus, or the current one in place automatically covers recruitment? Great question.
Great question. It automatically covers recruitment for this. You don't have to do anything. Go out, recruit the students. That's what that's what we expect and hope from our partners. So that's why Magda's team and my team, we've tried to make this process as simple as possible so that you don't have to work on paperwork, work on students and getting their services met.
And I'm just going to be putting the link for info and the website again in the chat, as some people are asking. So let me just add that in here again. And even when you go to your breakout rooms, we'll be able to share that again as well. Let's see here. What about ILAC serves as a pathway for Fanshawe Toronto students who don't meet the English. Is that still, Magda, how's the pathway for this one?
Absolutely. And this is one of the sort of relationships we're talking about for the last 10 years, where ILAC pathway students have been doing sort of their pre-sessional or academic English program here at ILAC and then moving on to Fanshawe. So we will have the exact same guidelines around that and rules for the Toronto campus. So absolutely, students who meet the pathways requirements will be given initially a conditional acceptance letter. That will be the condition, is that they have to meet the pathways program requirements. Upon completion, they will have met the requirements. So again, we will accept students who have Duolingo, as Saurav said, or IELTS or some of the other tests, but certainly definitely through the ILAC pathways programs.
Amazing. And this is a great question. So Ruth is saying that she is an agent for Fanshawe College, but not ILAC. Will she be able to work with ILAC for the pathway, the ESL piece? Magda?
So again, we're going to try to make this as streamlined as possible. So if you are currently a Fanshawe agent, but you don't have the ILAC agreement, we will ask you to sign the ILAC agreement for the English portion of it. As obviously in that case, the commission will be split. There'll be a commission for the English programs, and then upon graduation, once students start the programs with Fanshawe, that commission will be paid out through Fanshawe. But we will try to make it as seamless as possible. But 2 agreements will be signed.
Excellent. Here's another one. When should we expect the Fanshawe Toronto campus to be on the DLI list?
Yeah, that's something which is happening behind the scenes as we speak, actually. So it's a matter of hours, in my opinion, but we'll keep everyone posted.
Yes, as you can see, even though this partnership was brewing for quite some time, we've worked very hard to pull it together as quickly as possible and make sure that all the details are available for you today. In terms of the gerontology program, Noelle is asking, have pathways to become registered nurse in Canada does it have the pathways for registered nurses in Canada to become nurses from the Philippines?
Yeah, so gerontology program is not a nursing program. It offers geriatric care expertise to students. However, anyone who comes to Canada with a previous nursing background has an opportunity of completing the pathway to become a nurse. It is a process, but the gerontology program prepares them for the career in gerontology industry in Canada. It does not prepare them for nursing, but any student with a nursing background and experience is able to go through the pathway, but it is a process that they have to go through.
And when we have, when agents are going into to do the application in the agent portal, are they able to choose the Toronto campus there? Is there a drop down?
Yes, absolutely. There will be a Toronto campus drop down. We've had a few other campuses that Fanshawe runs in our region. So very similar to that, there will be a Toronto campus drop down, but there will be specific emails coming to all our partners as well.
Okay, so you have those locations. So for anyone, if you're looking at the application process, because I see quite a few questions around that, your best bet is to go to fanshawe.ca//Toronto, and then you can see that criteria.
And I will also say the breakout rooms are coming very soon. The regional experts will be in the breakout room, and they'll be very happy to answer your questions around region-specific eligibility criteria and the process.
Yes, because those admission requirements will be different for each programs and for each market. So that way you can go through it. Great. So you have that new agent application. Oh, good. Somebody's put that in there. Fanshawe agentportal.ca. Thanks, everyone. So who should agents contact for an ILAC agreement, Magda?
I think I'm just going to put my email address here directly. And then, of course, as you said, we're going to be breaking out into regional rooms. And then we can also pass that information to our either in-market or regional team as well.
Yes. Okay, good. So Magda will put her email there. There is also an email when you go to the ILAC website, ilac.com, you can click on the Pathways tab. You can see the Pathways team there, and you can even by market speak to those team members and always be redirected. So you can find the right person. We will be talking about the admission requirements. Someone's asking here for India. We'll do that in the breakout room. So that way we can by market and help you out. Oh, good one from Hannah. What about homestay in Toronto? Magda?
Yes, so ILAC does have a fantastic full of different housing options in Toronto. And we have, as many on the call might know, have recently partnered up with Casa Canada, offering homestays, shared living, private living. So really fantastic facilities. And I would say probably facilities that will meet any kind of needs. And they are close by to our campuses. Some include meals, some don't. It really depends on the student's need, whether it's sort of a short-term or long-term stay. I think we can probably cover most needs and support the students while they're here.
Excellent. And so I think it's now time, if we don't have any bigger questions, general questions, we can move to the breakout rooms.